It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Amway Center in downtown Orlando, tonight the Orlando Magic getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. Won by the Toronto Raptors. Schroeder. Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference.
Flushes down the slam. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
That pass stolen by Orlando.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Flushes it home.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Schroeder with the basketball, trailing by 4. Nothing going here on that drive. Schroeder. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Dennis Schroeder with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Isaac. They'll look to Bender down low. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Pascal Siakam. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Can't connect from in close. Pascal Siakam. To Schroeder. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound comes down to Harris. Here comes the screen. Isaac to Wendell Carter. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Pascal Siakam to Schroeder. Nothing going here on that drive. For 3. And Bender there for the rebound. Jonathan Isaac against Pirtle. Oh, emphatic slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Jakob Pirtle defended by Bender. Pascal Siakam. Shot from the lane won't go to Schroeder. Pascal Siakam. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Can't miss those.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Magic own the possession. Siakam able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume, you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Siakam driving right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Siakam matched up with Bender. That'll get out off the Raptors. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Orlando ball. Bender guarded by Jakob Poeltl. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Knocks down the first.
Substitutions, Orlando.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Deep 2 there, won't go. False. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you gotta be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
First one, count it.
Subbing in for the Orlando Magic, number 31, Terrence Ross.
And he makes them both. Barton into the front court. 14-10 the score. Brogdon Bender rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Love the hustle. Sprawled out on the deck. Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. The opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. Five to shoot for Orlando. Here's a chance from long range. Now that's a contest. To Will Barton. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he had it. False into the front court. Leads 4. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Will Barton. Count the bucket for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
I got him. Here we go.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Screen coming. To Will Barton. Fires the 3. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Toronto has the basketball. Barton to Hollis Jefferson. Terrence Ross. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To Porter. Doesn't get the bounce. And count the basket inside.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
To Will Barton. And scores.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Beyond the arc for 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Count the basket inside.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Barton into the front court. Counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight opening quarter. OG Anunoby defended by Bender. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
They'll look to Bender down low. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Dragan Bender trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Barton. The drive right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Fultz. Jonathan Isaac can't connect.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Trying to cash in. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. We are through one here at Amway Center with the Magic in front. Jay and I return with more from Orlando after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Will Barton.
Let's go.
Cashes in for two.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Markelle Fultz. Reset here. Let's see what they do. The Magic with 4 to shoot. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here comes the screen.
Screen right.
Isaac. 5 to shoot for Orlando. Wide open look, won't go. Pascal Siakam. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Isaac. Screen coming. Will Barton sends it away. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Will Barton. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Not that time.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
And stuffs it home.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Isaac. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. Here's Schroeder with it. Trailing by 4. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Dennis Schroeder at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Now the Magic going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Jonathan Isaac picked up by Patrick Patterson. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. They're down 3.
Stay coming.
Jonathan Isaac pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a look. And the rebound corralled by Barton. From long range, not easy.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
To Wendell Carter. Jakob Poeltl tips it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Jakob Poeltl. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Isaac has a chance. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
You've got to get that one to go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Isaac. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Schroeder. Nothing going here on that drive. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Rebound claimed by Orlando. Off the mark. To Schroeder. Fires the 3, sacrificing everything for the loose ball. That's going to be out of bounds. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 4, subbing in for the Magic, number 55.
Schroeder. Pascal Siakam. Five to shoot for Toronto. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Isaac. for three. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Schroeder with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. So Wendell Carter powers it through.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Shot by Anunoby, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Isaac. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Schroeder with it. They trail by 2. Nothing going here on that drive. Schroeder. The pass set it all up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Isaac to Wendell Carter. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Into the game for the Toronto Raptors, number 40, Will Barton.
Barton. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended. To Wendell Carter. Down low for Harris. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Schroeder.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Goes to the right side. Barton. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended. Isaac. Here comes the screen. To Wendell Carter. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Isaac. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Textbook defense. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Orlando's ball. To Wendell Carter. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Can't connect from inside. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Toronto with the basketball.
Hey, lock up.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Magic are all tied up on the scoreboard after 2 quarters, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Raptors don't have the advantage or the disadvantage after 1 half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Toronto has the basketball. Pascal Siakam. to Schroeder. Gets a look. Can't hit. Isaac. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Nothing going here on that drive. Pascal Siakam to Schroeder. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Magic basketball. Pascal Siakam with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Gary Harris with the block. That ball's out of bounds. Last touch by a Magic. Pascal Siakam. To Schroeder. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. 4 out of 7.
I love when I get a chance to watch guys who can make more out of what they actually have in their arsenal. And that's who Dennis Schroeder is. For a guy who really can't shoot, he sure does put the ball in the bucket.
Jakob Poeltl swats it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Jakob Poeltl. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Magic have it. To Wendell Carter. Isaac. OG Anunoby sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Has a chance. And it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To Schroeder. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Beyond the arc for 3. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Nothing going here on that drive. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Not today. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Tie game, 3rd quarter. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Here comes the screen. To Wendell Carter. Rocking the rim. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Missed it. How'd that not go down?
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Schroeder. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Toronto, number 40, Will Barton.
Pascal Siakam. Jonathan Isaac snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Here comes the screen. Isaac. From long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
To Schroeder. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Jonathan Isaac matched up with Pirtle. To Schroeder. Bender able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Barton. Pascal Siakam to Schroeder. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Schroeder. Well defended. Carter. Pascal Siakam rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Will Barton, huge block. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Will Barton. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Fultz. That's going to be out of bounds. Wendell Carter powers it through.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Toronto with the basketball. Barton. Driving right to the basket. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Iwandu up against Patterson. Markelle Fultz. Young to Will Barton. From the painted area, won't go down. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First try at the line, no good. No good. Missed them both. Fultz. Oh, nice find for the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. Martin, guarded by Dragan Bender. The screen sets him up for two.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Markelle Fultz. Bender matched up with Patrick Patterson. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Barton. Dragan Bender sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Knocked loose. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Barton into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Patterson defended by Bender to Will Barton. Nothing going here on that drive. And a nice finish at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Fultz. Won't go. Toronto has the basketball.
Defense, let's go.
Missed a wide open look. Can't connect. 3 quarters down. This game is all tied up. It's Magic basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
To Fultz. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Slam dunk Will Barton.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
5 to shoot for Orlando. Trying to cash in. Rebound taken by Toronto. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Young to Will Barton. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Fultz with the basketball. His group now down 2. Bender picked up by Patrick Patterson. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Barton to Hollis Jefferson. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
To Will Barton. The shot, almost.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Has a look. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Barton. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions, Toronto.
Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. Jakob Poeltl pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Schroeder. That'll get out off the Raptors. Here comes the screen. Isaac. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Jakob Poeltl, defended by Bender. Probing the defense. Shot clock winding down. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Fights through traffic to slam it down.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
And count the basket.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
The Magic with 4 to shoot. Jonathan Isaac shakes free and hits.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Pascal Siakam, strong finish. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Schroeder with the basketball. His team got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Orlando has it. Isaac. To Wendell Carter. Not that time. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Count the basket at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Now the Magic gonna signal for a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Toronto with the basketball to Will Barton. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Isaac to Wendell Carter. Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Schroeder. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Martin. To Schroeder. Nothing going here on that drive. Schroeder. To Will Barton. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Toronto has the basketball. Pascal Siakam to Schroeder. Sizing up the defense. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Isaac. He gets it.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
No, he can't guard you out here.
5 to shoot for Orlando. The shot clock expires. New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for Toronto, number 4.
Here's Schroeder with it. Leads 5. And the basket good at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Isaac to Wendell Carter. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Wendell Carter has got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Pascal Siakam. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Jonathan Isaac picked up by Schroeder. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Trying to cash in. Pascal Siakam to Schroeder. Here comes the screen. Schroeder matched up with Bender. Second effort and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Magic have it. Gets it in the right corner.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Nice pass to set things up. Add 2 points to the board.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learn early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. It's an 8-point lead. And finishes strong. Coach of the Magic will use a timeout. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
Number 12.
Isaac.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Harris against Pirtle. Has a look. Just not going down.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors emerged victorious after a tight finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Magic lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.